Hi guys, welcome to JT Gaming. I'm JT, and in today's episode of Masters Monday, we're reviewing a player called Gunzan, and I'll be using my usual rating system of Command Pro, Commander, Command Meh, Commander, and Command No. And please feel free to leave your ratings in the poll at the top right corner of the video. And if you do enjoy the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. I would love to hear from you. And let me know in the comments below who you'd like me to review next. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy.
Unit promoted.
Okay, so the first game we're going to be taking a look at is Gunzan versus Razwi. Let's take a look and see how you get on.
Establishing battlefield control.
Watching from Gunzan's perspective.
3, 2, 1. New objective.
Okay, so we're going to open into a missile squad scout. Open with the... Oh, I thought we were going to open...
Unit ready.
My mistake. I thought you were opening with the missile squad. That was my guess, but you actually opened with Harvester and gone into Shockwave. Which actually, when we're using a tech deck, we don't need to rush to a pad, so I don't mind this at all.
Unit ready.
Opening with another Shockwave. Because 2 versus 1, the militants will beat one Shockwave unit, but with the extra help, should defeat, which it does. Okay, and taking the missile squad up top, and I think you're going to try and harass a Harvester, and that's why you're doing that. And good choice moving the weak unit to the back, because you can still hold a pad with that unit. And we do now see our opponent has a double Harvester, so we can distract him from the pads with our missile squads and take this first missile quite nice and easily, like we do there. And opening with a Talon, very good.
Unit lost. Unit
Now we need to micro away our Talon away from the missile squad.
unit ready.
I would have suggested, instead of just using Talons for missile squads, to move Talon back to attack the militants and then using Shockwaves to come for the missile squads. And we do now need to get a tank out to deal with the Wolverine, but we now see a Sandstorm, which is going to be very difficult for us, but we can overcome that with missile squads and Shockwaves on the jump jets.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
Okay, so you want to move your Harvester at the top right onto the pad up there and use your tank to stall it out.
Unit lost.
Nice flip. That was a very nice flip. Okay, good game. Let's go take a look at the second game and see how you get on there. Okay, so the second game we're taking a look at is Gunzan versus Azrael. Let's take a look and see how you get on. Again, watching from Gunzan's perspective. And we are changing the deck for this game into a NOD deck rather than the GDI we just saw. So we're going to open into a Laser Squad, Open and Scout, and into Harvester. Oh, you've gone for a... You're just going to do a Laser Squad rush? That was definitely... This is not a good choice at all.
Unit lost.
You needed to not open 2 Laser Squads, and 2, certainly not the Flame Trooper. You just saved the money, got your Harvester, built your economy, and then come back from your first mistake. But you're committing to not playing any Harvester at all by the looks of it. And now we see our opponent has 2 Harvesters, and we do finally build a Harvester. Okay, so you want to get a Flame Squad out to attack the militants, obviously, and you need to get another unit on the bottom pad as well. We're so behind on an economy that this is going to be hard for us to come back from. I don't see us taking this second missile, to be honest. This first missile, sorry. Which we don't. Okay, so if you're going to continue with Laser Squads, you need to double team that Rhino with them. And then move the Flame Troopers forward to the militants. ideally we see he's spamming rhinos, which are anti-infantry vehicles, which are getting tanks, which we do now, which is good. Okay, and we need flame squad to deal with militants again. You're going to use laser squads to attack the harvester. You need flame troopers to have as backup. Okay, good. Moving away the tank from its counter. I wouldn't move it back towards it because it's just going to get attacked. But we do manage to kill off the jump jets before the tank dies. And if you're going to stay there, get the flame trooper onto a pad or move it back. Now you see a disruptor. And good on the tanks. Now use flame troopers to kill those jump jets because otherwise tanks won't survive. Perhaps move the weaker tank to the back now, to the top pad. Okay, we do get a missile, that's good. I was suggesting to move the tank to the furthest back pad as well, just so we have a spread on the pads to definitely secure the missile. But luckily we did take it anyway. And now all our infantry is about to die to the disruptor, so tanks, good. Okay, send that other tank back upwards, because if that disruptor gets to the base, you might have trouble. Okay, good, another tank. It looks like our opponent is now just spamming disruptors. What an odd game. He's... Okay, so you've ignored the tanks on the bottom. I'd move them onto a pad. It seems like there's so many things going on at once that you get distracted and then forget about certain elements in the game. So you just need to make sure you're not just focusing on one area, but keeping an eye on the whole picture. I think would be really good advice for you. And flame troopers for the jump jets at the top, and use tanks to attack the tank, not jump jets. Wow, and we do win. Maybe not even deservedly so, to be honest. Okay, let's go on to our third and final game. Okay, so just a quick correction from the second game commentary there. It was actually Zerael who won that and not Gunzan. It looks like at the last minute the missile hit the base first, but it was actually the jump jets that killed the base first. But anyway, moving on. Our third and final game is going to be Gunzan versus Richard. Let's take a look and see how you get on.
Establishing battlefield control.
Again, we'll be watching from Gunzan's perspective.
3, 2, 1. New objective available.
Okay, so we open into the harvester for our open and laser squad scout. Or are you going to save for an open with a double halve? Okay, so you've gone for the flame troopers. I prefer cheaper scouts because it's quicker to rebuild and move to the next unit. So if you went for laser squad, you'd have recouped 20 TIBERIUM pretty quickly. And now double team the war dogs with our laser squads. Definitely the thing to be doing here. And onto the pad, good. And now we see snipers, so we need to get our flame squads onto a pad down in the middle to attack the snipers. Snipers can be a real pain to deal with sometimes, to be honest. Okay, so we've gone for Banshee. But unfortunately, we don't get to the pad in time. So we want to move our Banshee away from the Pitbull, because the Pitbull will kill us like it does. Because our opponent had defender's advantage at that time. And it looks like you're going to go try harass a harvester. Seems like a little bit of a distraction for you, to be honest, at this point. Because you have no pressure on the pads or anything like that, so there's no need for the distraction, and there's no real benefit to spamming Banshees at the harvesters. But I definitely would get that Banshee on the top left pad there, and then move another unit to the middle pad. Okay, so it looks like we're in a bit of trouble here. Are we gonna move the Banshee to the left pad instead of the right pad, because that would secure it for sure. But we do take the second missile anyway, and we get a. I thought it was like, what happened here? Oh, okay. Everything went like really quiet for a second there, and I thought someone might have surrendered. That was a bit odd, but okay. So flame squads to the snipers and moving away from the zone troopers, of course. Okay, good. Now move tank back and away. And use a flame squad to attack the zone troopers. I think one of the other things you would need to focus on is making sure that everything you're doing is a little bit more fluid. So, you're doing some of the right things in terms of counters and moving things to the right place, but you're unfortunately doing it a little bit too slowly. Okay. So yep, fly that over, get flame troopers onto that pad. Perhaps another Banshee onto the middle if we can't get something else on. Otherwise we're going to end up losing our Banshee too fast at the top like we have. Oh man, this is close. Oh, we just stalled that out. Nice F drill pod. Was that a drill pod? I was actually focusing in the middle myself there. And we do take this third missile. The rating that I'm going to give Gunzan is Command Meh. Actually, I'm quite actually no Commander. Honestly, sometimes your openings don't make sense, and you lose sight of the big picture when you're focusing on certain spots in the game, and your movements with the units aren't fast or fluid enough. Your reactions. So working on those things are what will take your game to the next level. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.